Assalamu alaikum. This is Usman Ahmad Khan, and with me I have my colleague Umairullah. And today we will be demonstrating our project called Skiplist. This is the areas we will be focusing on. First, we're going to discuss the definition of Skiplist. Then we will talk about why we need it, and after that, we'll be discussing some algorithms of Skiplist. And lastly, we will wrap up our presentation with the applications of Skiplist. So, what is Skiplist? Skiplist are the linked list like structures. We define the basic structure of Skiplist. We have levels. Well, levels are the linked lists joined in such a way that all nodes are linked in the level 0. And from that nodes, approximately half nodes are in level 1. Subsequently, every level up contains half nodes from the previous level. So this is the basic structure of skip list. Although skip list performs same operation as linked list. So why we need to use them? And the answer is pretty simple. Complexity. The insertion, deletion, and search operations are in the order of log n in the skip list. As compared to the sorted linked list, they are in the order of n, which makes skip list much faster and more efficient in performing the operations. Furthermore, let us move towards the algorithms. For the search algorithms in the skip list, we have two functions. One is the wrapper function and the second is the main function. First, we are going to discuss the wrapper function, as main function will be calling the wrapper function. So in the wrapper function, we have an argument x, which is the required nodes value. U is the sentinel. Sentinel is the nodes containing minus infinity values. R is the total height of the skip list. The first while loop is for the traversing of levels from the maximum to the level 0. And second while loop is for traversing horizontally in the levels, provided that the next node is not null and the value of next node is less than the value of required node. This follows the zigzag searching. Keeping in mind, this wrapper function will return the nodes which is previous to the required node in level 0. Then in the main function, find if the u we obtain has next null, then null will return. But if not, then it will return the required node's value. Let us see the visual example for the search algorithm. Suppose we are searching 78. We start with the sentinel on the maximum height. Then we will see if the next node is less than the required node. In this case, it's not, so we will go down. And in S2, we will see the next node value is less than the required node value. So we traverse right. And after that, then the second while loop condition will not follow. And from there, we traverse to the right. As 34 and 64 are both lesser than the 78. Then we will go on the base level and nodes having 64 value will be returned. This task would be done by the wrapper function. Moving towards the main function, find, we will return the 78 value. From here, Umairullah Khan will take.
Assalamu alaikum. So, in insertion of a skip list, we use a search algorithm to insert a number, to insert a node. So, we start from a sentinel and a max layer, which is mean by from minus infinity and from highest layer, which is S4. So we start our insert. So in insert, we found a predecessor of an insert node. So we start. You can see in S4 the infinity, the insert node is less than the next node, which is 4. The next node is 4 and the insert node is 3. So we move down to the second layer, which is S3. S3. In S3, we check the insert node is 3 and the next node is 2. So there is 3 is greater than 2. So we move forward. So by this, we found our predecessor. So we directly go to the layer 0. Now we insert 3 to the next to the predecessor, which is 2. We insert. You can see there is a height of a 3, height of an insert number is 3. Uh, the height is come from our wrapper function, which is probability distribution, in which we are running this function with head and tail. If the head come, the height increase by 1 again and again. If the tail come, we stop our height and make a connection from all nodes down, previous and next. So this is a insertion, and the insertion, the time complexity of insertion is O of log n. Now, basically deletion. Deletion is also work on search algorithm. To delete a 3, we want to search a 3 in our skip list. So start from a sentinel and layer S4. We see that the next node is greater than the delete node. The delete node is 3 and the next node is 4 in S4. So we move down. Now you can see that the S3, the next node is 2, or we want to delete 3. 3 is greater than 2, so we move forward. Now we check 2 is less than 4, so we move down and now check in S2. Now we can check in S2 से हमने आगे चेक करा तो S3 में आगे जो नंबर था वो 3 था, तो we found our delete number. So we delete its height one by one. You can see this. Now by delete the node, we make our connections with the next node. And finally, there are some application where skip lists are used. SPIRUS IPMS server. It is basically an electronic mail server which use skip lists for their backend database implementation. Second, Lucene. Lucene is a Java library which use skip lists to search delta encoded posting list. And the last is Level DB, is an open source program which use skip list on this key value, which is written by a Google developer.
This is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.